It's a terrible day for rain. I just saw the news, and I felt the need to record my thoughts about it and let you all know what has happened in case you haven't already seen it. Internet's going wild right now for things like Detective Pikachu trailer coming out and a Toy Story 4 teaser and a lot of some cool stuff happening in the entertainment sphere today. But I don't want this to be overlooked. Today, according to reports, it happened today, Stan Lee died at the age of 95 years old. The man was not... the man had a lot of hard times near the end of his life after his wife died, and I know that it's been really hard for him. I know that a lot of his senses were going. He was having trouble with hearing, and he was having trouble keeping up with things, keeping up with people. I read an interview with him a few weeks ago. I can't remember who did it, but I remember reading it and thinking it didn't seem like the man had long left. I remember a couple of years ago, there were a lot of reports of celebrities and famous people dying, and I never really cared too much. For the most part, it was like, oh, that's a shame. Well, okay, well, so-and-so was old, but whatever. But Stan Lee, he was old. Don't get me wrong, Stan Lee was very old. That I was never trying to write off someone's death. It's just that, for the most part, celebrities, famous people don't impact me on any sort of personal level. Stan Lee did. For a lot of us, Stan Lee revolutionized our childhoods. He was doing it for my dad's childhood, and that just rolled over into my childhood, and it's rolling over into my daughter's childhood. My daughter is obsessed with Spider-Man. She's been walking around with a little Spider-Man plushie that I got for her, and she can't be apart from it. She loves Spider-Man. She's only 2. She doesn't even know anything about the character, just that she loves the design, and she loves watching him on the PlayStation whenever I open the game up. She loves the music from the various TV shows and stuff. She just loves Spider-Man. And I know that in time she's going to come to love a lot of characters that Stan Lee made. I was saying recently that when celebrities die, everyone has different, reactions. Some people will say, oh, that's a shame. And others will say, oh, I don't care. And some people will have been touched by that person enough, strongly enough, that it will mean something to them when that person dies. And I said, the day that Stan Lee dies is going to be a hard day for me. And Steven texted me and told me that it happened. I don't know what to feel. Stan Lee created so many things that influenced my father, that influenced me. I feel like I should be crying. But I don't know if I just can't or what. It is raining outside, though. It's been raining all day long. It's kind of fitting. But just wanted to say, Stan Lee changed a lot of my life. He impacted a lot of it. And I'm very, very sorry, very sad that this world lost Stan Lee. I hope the man's in a better place. Oh, you might be able to say it's for the best, and you know what? Maybe it is. His wife died last year, and ever since then, he's had a lot of battles to fight. Elder abuse, people trying to take advantage of him. It's not been easy for the man, and without his wife, I imagine life had been pretty hard for Stan. I haven't always my whole life loved Marvel. Heck, even right now, I'm starting to get a little bit of Marvel fatigue, but that doesn't change the fact that Stan Lee did a lot for the entertainment business in the West. And I'd be surprised if that didn't, to some extent, extend into the East, into manga and anime. I mean, the man had his hands in a lot of stuff. Animation, movies, man is a master of cameos. Man, I wonder how many more movies we're going to have with cameos from him. I remember hearing him say before, it was a while ago, but he said how he was recording a bunch of his cameos in advance. I don't know, how long will it be until we get a Marvel movie without Stan Lee in it? I feel like I should be crying. I feel like I should at the very least have a tear or two falling down my cheeks, but I just don't. I don't know why. But I'll tell you this. Right now, I'm doing, for the first year ever, I'm doing NaNoWriMo, which, if you don't know, is National Novel Writing Month. The deal is everyone who takes part in it just has a goal to write a 50,000-page novel during the month of November. And I have always enjoyed being creative. I've enjoyed being creative with art. I've enjoyed being creative with storytelling. And it's because of Stan Lee's influence, because of how he pressed to tell more interesting stories than just the ones that you had over at DC and Marvel at the time. He pressed for better stories, and because of that, I'm trying to do the same. I'm 25,000 words into my story, so I'm more than halfway there with more than half the month to go. And now I feel like one way or the other I have to finish this for Stan. You know, everyone kind of rags on Spider-Man 3 being one of the worst Marvel movies ever made, but you know what? Stan Lee had a cameo in that one too. And in it, he tells Peter Parker, I guess one man really can make a difference. Enough said. Thank you guys for watching. Leave us a comment below. Tell us what's going on with you. What are your reactions to Stan Lee's death? How did he influence and impact your life? And if he didn't impact it directly, well, still, let us know. Until next time, guys, Excelsior.
Are you all right, Colonel?
Yeah, I'm fine. Except, it's a terrible day for rain.
What do you mean? It's not raining.
Yes, it is.
Oh, so it is. Why don't we head back? It's getting chilly out here.